Tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona DFM, keeping your morning engaging.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share right to the subscribe button right here. Remember to check out my book on Amazon.com, Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by yours faithfully, Martin Ifan Shukwu. Thank you. Stick around.
Make it a date with Martin Ifan Shukwu, aka Meta,
and Tracy Epi Emenari, aka Classy.
from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. on the morning drive.
103.5 Ebona DFM.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Today, the 18th day of March 2024. Today is Monday and the time is 2 minutes past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines. Do stay with us.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
You're welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper, Leadership, Vanguard, Daily Post, Punch, Sun, This Day, The Nation, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at the Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 96661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we are live at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. You become part of the conversation. You can equally stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Northern leaders, socio-economic rights and accountability project seeks approval of 3.7 trillion naira budget padding allegation. IFAD's support of smallholder farmers hit $1.5 billion. HEDA calls on Tuga orders to address extortion of Nigerians in Ivory Coast. Zulum lays a foundation for eye hospital in Biu. Curbing avoidable deaths, injuries arising from poor crowd control. House of Reps probes abandoned projects at Maritime Academy. Halogen launches a national security report. Flooding. Lagos intensifies cleaning of drainage canals. Internet outage. Trade payments suffer as a service disruption may linger till April. Osai Adeze, Marian, secures brand partnership with Mikano Motors to develop. Nigeria needs to devolve more powers to states, says Mba. Group urges more youth participation in governance. Castina, Zamfara governors knocked for boycotting security meeting. Slain soldiers, Tinubu grants military full authority to pursue justice, silent on reprisals. While we are suspended, hoarded out of Zamfara by lawmakers, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency arrests hairstylist dispatch rider over drug spiking. ESPIPO Lords Council over Investment Initiative. ESIPO Lords Council over Investment Initiative. Reps remark on cement price may pitch public against manufacturers. CPPE warns. Uproar over continued detention of teenagers 1 month after arrest in Anambra. Adeleke moves into rehabilitated Osun government house. SSANU, NASU begin nationwide strike today. Police arrest 2 traffic robbers in Lagos. Foreign direct investment from France to Nigeria over 10 million euros. Blackman says organizations partner to strengthen ties between US, Africa. Cross River, Fidelity to partner on agric development. Deal with insecurity to avoid Jonathan's fate. Ohaneze advises Tinubu. Suspected gunmen kill businessman in Rivers. Protect public facilities. Uzodinma's ex-aide advises Nigerians. Appeal court declares Okolie the Ihono of Ogwachukwu. Explosion claims a pupil's life. Injures 10 in Kaduna. Dawn ignores critics. Accept Otu's advisor job. Varsities lament economic downturn, galloping inflation. Will 3 to train presidents-elect of clubs. NIMEC, NIMC, NCC collaborate to enhance NIN SIM linkage. Civil society organizations advocate synergy with National Assembly for nation building. UNICEF, others hail Taraba's Mama to Mama initiative. Group scores Kogi agency high, honors GM. Senate, reps hold a secret hearing on new student loan. Disquiet at Ila, Oregon Federal Varsity over alleged lecturers, VC clash. New campaign set to upskill, elevate vocational training for Nigerian women. NJC raises alarm over alleged fraudulent calls to retire judicial officers. Lagos government seeks legislative backing for special status, listing of LCDAs as councils. Nzekwe emerges as president of former Imo lawmakers body. Ondo State Guba poll. Don't vote for greedy, stingy politicians. Cleric warns electorate. Governor Soludo explains how he will address power challenge in Anambra. Cleric exhorts politicians on peace, development. PDP's Deputy National Secretary mourns late Ulubadan. Henle Index ranks Nigerian passport 98 in the world. Delta killing. Rights lawyer urges authorities to leave no stone untouched. Senator Ned Nwoko harps on danger of illegal arms manufacturing. Federal government presents $20,000 prize money to Veritas University. Slain Lieutenant Colonel led the retaking of Dupa matter from terrorists. World Health Organization donates 2 mini laboratories to Plateau government. Economic revival. Governor Sanwo-Olu urges Nigerians to be focused, steadfast. Mufwang urges forgiveness as Dariye buries parents. Mrs. Soludo launches organic garden competition in Anambra secondary schools. Nigerian Air Force commits to welfare of deceased personnel families. Military fumes as youth kill 15 personnel in Delta. Afenifere Yoruba Wunu urge Tinubu to come down heavily on terrorists. Again, terrorists attack Kaduna community, kidnap 15 women, 1 man. Navy busts illegal refinery, destroys 182,000 of 41 million was a ruse. China-Africa cooperation. Economic expert debunks notion of death trap. Makinde promises a befitting burial for late Olubadan. Kidney disease, not death sentence, says UPTH. ABUAD hospital management calls for import duty waiver on medical equipment. Wema earmarks 8.9 billion naira for businesses run by women. Pregnant mothers, female students in Lagos benefit from Rotary signature projects. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. From the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to the Leadership newspaper. The states and the blackout nation still on health insurance coverage. Stakeholders canvass alternative energy solutions to address transportation challenges. Nigerians may soon start importing yam from China, Permanent Secretary laments. Killing of soldiers, military lay siege to Bayelsa, Delta Creeks. Women deserve to be empowered. Ayaso, federal government begins work on 700-kilometer Lagos-Calabar coastal road. Women, we've taken this. Edo APC unveils Idahosa as Okpebholo's running mate today. Federal government to end estimated billings, flags of mass metering in army formations. Recall Ningi, LCDAs. Lagos, we've taken this. Kaduna community releases name of 14 kidnapped victims. Putin wins another term as a Russian president. Barrow Port project far from completion. Niger communities lament. NJC alas on plan to defraud retired judicial officers. Edo APC unveils Idahosa as Okpebholo's running mate today. We've taken this. Lagos to push for, and still on the stories making the headlines on the Leadership newspaper this morning. Reps Caucus wants Labour Party convention shifted. Killing of soldiers, military lay siege to Bayelsa, Delta Creeks. Bello, civil society organizations, lawyers warn EFCC chairman against banana pills. Edo South APC leaders back Ubeida Ihama as Okpebholo's running mate. Restore integrity of 2024 budget, PDP tells the federal government. APC group raises alarm over Mimiko's alliance with Ayedatiwa. APC Professionals Council hails Abiru's emergence as a chairman Southern Senators Forum. Ondo 2024 students drum support for Ayedatiwa. Edo South APC leaders are back. We've taken this. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Leadership newspaper this morning. FA Cup, Man United shock Liverpool to reach semi-finals. FA Cup, Chukwuemeka Madueke's late goals in Chelsea semi-final spot. And that's the much we can take from the Leadership newspaper this morning. From the Leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to the Vanguard newspaper. How federal government funds a petrol subsidy through crude oil sales proceeds. Stock market sustains a bullish trend as investors gain 2.1 trillion naira. Delta killings. Troops occupy Okuama, raise more buildings. High cost of iron rods. Engineers now build with bamboo. Abductors of Edo PDP chairman yet to make contact. Mimiku's media aide. Akidoro appointed spokesperson to Ondo deputy governor. New shippers council bill will become law by June. Reps. Hardship. Nigeria going through inevitable pains. Soludo. Most cases fail in court due to poor investigation. Cross River Commissioner of Police. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NAB has stylist for selling drug list changing to students. I got up to 1 billion naira in constituency project allocation. Ned Nwoko. Budget padding. APC backs Akpabio, calls PDP meddlesome interlopers. Niger breaks up military cooperation with US government. Politicians today work for personal interest, not Nigeria. Christopher Kolade. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Delta killings. Troops occupy Okuama as demolition of houses continues. Hardship. Governor Zulum shares food aid to 52,000 families, 100 million naira to 2,000 youths, farmers. Touching story of how police killed lawyer after paying ransom on him, kidnapped victim. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency nabbed hairstylist. We've taken this. Tinubu's appointee is causing him problems. Allen Onyema. Students kidnap tomorrow's leader, now today's targets. Indiscriminate hikes in sachet water prices unacceptable. FCCPC. More hardships for Nigerians as inflation hits 31.7%, worse in 28 years. That's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to Daily Post newspaper. Tension in schools as terrorists kidnap over 800 in 1 week. Kill scores. Uni Ilorin, NASU, SANU will comply fully with 7-day warning strike. Union leaders. Bauchi Governor months late Darazo, district head. Nigerian government response to backlash over memorandum of understanding with UK firm for Port Harcourt Abuja rail line. Southerners benefit from Northeast Development Commission on Igbo. NDPC investigates alleged privacy breach at NIMC. Pastor Okukoya group demand release of gospel singer Ayotunde Richard. Soldiers killing. Falana asks Nigerian government to end reprisal attack in Delta community. Soldiers killing. Falana asks Nigerian government to end reprisal attack in Delta community. Ekiti, ADP Guba candidate Elebude Hale joins APC. Kaduna, police asks owners of seized motorcycles to come for identification, collection. We won't accept this. Tinubu speaks on massacre of army officers, soldiers in Delta. P2B condemns killing of officers, soldiers in Delta, demands arrest of culprits. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Making the headlines on Nigerian newspaper this morning from the Daily Post newspaper, will flip over to the Punch newspaper. Strike, SANU, NASU, vow to grant varsities, federal government fence ignorance. Edo PDP shares kidnappers. Mom, Igadalu, others lament. Edo PDP shares kidnappers. Mom, Igadalu, others lament. North Korea fires ballistic missiles as Blinken visits Seoul. Textile imports, 7 others go up 1.4 trillion naira after CBN ban reversal. Adeleke moves into government house 16 months after swearing in. Drummers praise singers Trong Olubadan designate house. Activists seek justice for soldiers killed in Delta community. Memorandum of understanding with UK firm on rail project not binding. Federal government. Obi's call for Labour Party's accounts audit not ignored. NASFAT to feed 1 million Adamawa relaxes tricycle restrictions. Group to educate youth on security development. Putin vows Russia cannot be held back in victory speech. Fraudsters are targeting retired judges' pensions, says NJC. Fraudsters targeting retired judges' pensions, says National Judiciary Council. Pray, stop cursing Nigeria. Sanwo-Olu urges citizens. Customs reopen Kebbi border, warn against smuggling. Consumers lament POS machine shortage at Lagos discounted food market. Abducted editor's wife cries for help, says husband easygoing. Tinubu orders stakeholders meeting on Kaduna school kidnap. Others. Boronu distributes food to 52,500 families, urges return to farm. Racism. UK black community protests assault on teenager today. Agency begins door-to-door campaign against sexual violence. Lagos renews push for 37 LCDA's constitutional recognition. Lagos advocates artificial intelligence innovations that enhance life. Soldiers' killings. Tinubu Senate orders manhunt for killers. Troops comb warring communities. Anambra generates 3 billion naira IGR monthly. Soludo. Lagos orders traders, beggars to vacate Agege rail tracks. Leave politics for politicians. Civil society organizations urges EFCC. Oshun PDP, APC clash over Oyetola. Your election not free, fair. UK knocks Russia. Killing of soldiers in Delta unacceptable. Pandef. That's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. Tinubu orders action against killers of 16 officers, soldiers. Experts list ways to halt rising inflation. Federal government offers a 450 billion naira bonds to investors. A world without the internet is unimaginable. Killing of soldiers. Delta community deserted. Residents flee home. NIN, no citizens' data has been compromised in NIMC. Wike, some people deserve Guinness Book of Records as pretenders. SANU, NASU begin 7-day warning strike. Benue PDP chieftain Utan joins race to replace Ayu as national chair. Osun monarch urges president to reopen border with Benin Republic. Accurate population figure necessary for development plan. Return of Sheikh Gumi. Huge turnout at Lagos Food Market Points. Huge turnout at Lagos Food Market Points. Mixed reaction trail Lagos Food Market. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning. Cardiologist advises on making healthier choices in cooking oil. The 3.7 trillion naira budget padding shuffle. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. You are listening to newspaper headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. We'll now go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. Please stay with us.
And wonderful opportunities here for you at Next Level Traveling and your agency. Do you want to move to the next level? Do you want to study and work abroad? Next Level Traveling and your agency will make your dreams come true. 2022 to 2025. And the available countries and continents are Canada, Australia, USA, UK, Asia, Arab, Kuwait, Qatar, New Zealand, and China. Available jobs are automobile, construction, healthcare, security, hotel, modeling, football players, nursing, drivers, cleaners, and cooks. We also run computer programs and diploma courses with foreign universities. We also offer 4 to 8 family package in Canada with scholarship. For inquiry, call 070 1999 1985 or 07919908943, or you visit our office at number 19 Onitsha Road by Mpo Junction, 5th floor.
Energizing and refreshing, love my friend. The aroma is so yummy, love my friend. It's a friend for the family, sweetie, sweetie, love my friend. Yummy, yummy, love my friend. Sweetie, sweetie, love my friend. Yummy, love my friend.
Love my friend, your family look produced under a good hygienic environment with a product of Love by Foods and Beverages Limited in London, located at number 1
can we talk about the challenges we are having